Alright, it is nice and chilly today. We are headed to the bamboo forest. Luckily, we get a nice breakfast in the morning at the place I'm staying at for the next few days, so I didn't have to go out find any. I also met some really nice people to talk to while I'm eating, so it didn't feel as lonely as I was expecting it to, considering I am solo for a while now. As far as today's itinerary, it's a little complicated, and honestly I'm off to a bad start because I was supposed to leave over an hour ago in order to keep my deadlines. I'm also not doing the forms of transportation I was supposed to make sure I stayed on track, which were the trains. Instead, I'm going to be walking quite a bit, and yeah, we'll just see how the time kind of works out. I'll cut out whatever I have to. Honestly, everything I'm seeing today I've done before. For the most part, not everything, but some of the bigger things. So I'm not too upset if I miss out on a couple things here and there. We'll just see how the ball rolls. Alright, so it was extremely crowded coming out of that train. It looks like a lot of people decided to come to Bamboo Forest today. It is Golden Week, plus it's, I guess, just tourist season in general. I was hoping since it was a Tuesday, I might get lucky, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Another issue I'm having, of course, is no Wi-Fi, so I'm trying to figure this out the best I can. While I was at the station, I put in all the locations that I wanted to with the station Wi-Fi, and I'm hoping I can just route myself as best as I can. If I take a detour, it's not going to reroute me, so I have to be kind of careful, but I feel relatively confident that I can make it to the Bamboo Forest and the other destinations. It's just a matter of, can I do it efficiently and before all the crowds get there. So let's see what happens. Wow, these crowds are insane. Of all the places I've been to so far in Japan, this is probably the biggest crowd I've had to work with, especially trying to go fast. Can't really, because there's a bottleneck effect going on. Alright, so we finally made it into the Bamboo Forest. I honestly don't even know what path I'm going to be following. I assume it loops in some way, but I guess that's something we're going to find out. I remember the first time I came, the path is relatively long. I know at some point I'm gonna see a railroad. I don't know how far in, but we'll find out. Alright, so we made it at the end. Now we're just on a river walk at this point. So we were originally planning on going to one of the temples that was nearby, but I decided to cut that out just because it's a little bit out of the way from the exit that I came from. So instead we're gonna skip the next spot and move on to the next spot. I still remember the first time I came 7 years ago. Remember this bridge. Kind of remember this general walk that I'm doing right now as well. We walked to and from the station coming across this pathway rather than the way I originally came from, which is why I was a little confused when I first got off the train. Guess I took a different stop than the first time I came. But also the first time I came, I think it was cloudy as well, at least up to when we were walking around here. Because I remember it seemed like it was about to rain and everything. And then it got sunny as soon as we got on into the bamboo forest. So I'm glad today is a nice sunny day. It's warm, so it's great to be out here. There's a slight breeze. It's just beautiful out here. Look at that view. It is a crowded bridge, so I can't really get the best angles, but so as I was walking across the bridge, some kids asked me to take a picture. Well, they were just kind of saying the word picture in English, hoping someone would respond. So as I was walking by, I was just like, I'll do it for you, since no one else seemed to be willing to help out. There are a couple of high school kids from Osaka here on vacation, probably because it's Golden Week. But yeah, it was funny because they were really trying hard to get someone to help them out. Alright, so at this point, I'm actually just kind of walking around, just checking out the area. The main thing I wanted to do was a bamboo forest. It was meant to be a lighter day, so I'm just kind of hanging out and just chilling out a bit, seeing what there is to see around here. And yeah, it's like I said, it's supposed to be a chill day. We're not trying to stress out too much. Alright, it's been a couple hours since I got back. Now I'm just kind of thinking about wandering around a bit, just checking out the area around where I'm staying. Honestly, I'm pretty exhausted from these last few days to weeks, so I figured I should keep it light since we'll be going really, really hard once my friends get here and my girlfriend gets here. Over here we have the Kyoto City Kyocera Museum of Art. I'm not actually going in, I just thought it was a really cool building, and it's just interesting because I didn't realize how many things are around where I'm staying right now, including the Kage Incline, which I had already gone to, and then the Yasuka Shrine, which I also have already gone to. Probably would have been better to plan those out with where I was staying in mind, which I didn't, so. Since I don't have pocket Wi-Fi today and I'm just wandering around, I actually don't know where I am or what's going on. It looks like there's some kind of festival, maybe this is a normal thing, but there's a bunch of stalls with food going up to possibly a shrine. It looks pretty nice though. Yeah, I really have no clue what is happening. There's definitely a lot of food stalls. Yeah, so I don't know what is happening over here. I just see a sign that says, "My name is Yoshitono." I'm assuming it's some kind of performance or festival. Looks interesting, but again, no clue what is happening right now. I don't know where I am or what I'm doing right now, but it looks pretty cool in here too. Garden entrance. I still have no clue where I am. I haven't really seen any signs yet. Kind of explain where I am. There are certain areas where there's no photography or videography allowed. So of course there are certain times when I'm just turning it off. And so you're not really getting the full experience. But this place is huge. This place is really nice as well. And it's very quiet. I'm not gonna say I'm the loudest person, but you know, I definitely am not the quietest. So that's something to keep in mind as well. I'm just trying to talk in areas where people are talking, so that way I'm not just standing out completely. It looks like it's some kind of children's festival or something. They, I think, are trying to raise money. I might be wrong. Again, this is based off of just a sign that was in Japanese, so I really don't know what's happening, but it seems interesting. Alright, to continue my tour of just wandering around, I saw a sign that said Kyoto Zoo. I don't plan on going into the zoo, but figured might as well walk over there. Like I said, just kind of killing time at this point. Kind of having a relaxing day, just enjoying the vibe around me. It is a beautiful day as well. It's so nice and sunny that I don't really want to waste all the sunshine because it is supposed to rain in a few days, so gotta optimize this as I can. It looks like I got some people playing baseball over here. This is probably the largest baseball field I've seen so far in Japan, which is surprising considering Japan really likes baseball. But maybe it's just the areas I've been haven't really had that much like space for a baseball field. But anyways, continuing on. So I made it to the zoo, and apparently they have something called Gorilla Land, which definitely sounds interesting. But like I said, I'm not actually going in the zoo, just kind of walking around. So we're off to our next location. I got Wi-Fi just long enough to put in something that's actually on my itinerary for another day. But since I'm in the area, I figured I would go check it out. It is, let me see if I can find it. Nanzen-ji Temple, and so it's supposed to be a shrine / temple, I believe. Figured it might as well. Why not? I got the time. Figured it might be kind of fun to just go ahead and get it out of the way as well when I have so much time, so I can spend extra time there if needed. And then also, if it is something that I really think my girlfriend will like, I'll take her again to see it. Otherwise, we can actually cross it off our list of things to do, which might actually help our itinerary for when she gets here. Because our itinerary for when she gets here is very stacked with way too much stuff. So I've been looking for ways to cut back. This might be it. You know, I think one of the reasons I really love Kyoto is because it really reminds me of more nostalgic animated movies. For example, Kiki's Delivery Service. I feel like if I was to imagine a Japanese city that kind of resembles it, I would think Kyoto, just because of how a lot of Kyoto looks like if you just go a little bit out of the main city. I'm sure that's true of a lot of places in Japan, but that's just been my own personal experience. So now I'm taking a bit of a detour. Hopefully I don't get lost. But I figured I'd just come this way and see if there's anything down here that might be interesting. All my wandering, somehow I ended up back here. Derek and I came here when we were in Kyoto. Guess I'm gonna take a break because this is also where we took our break, right at this bench right here. Although it sounds like there's some angry bees or hornets, so I will choose a different bench. All right, so I just came back from the supermarket. I was hoping to get some food a little bit cheaper. I managed to get about 4 things for about 1,300 yen. Hopefully that will fill me up for the night. 2 of the things were 30% off because they're about to expire. So like perfect for me. One was a dessert, the other one was a hamburger, kind of small. But again, 1,300 yen for dinner, not too shabby. I have one thing in my hand, the rest is in my backpack. But I'm pretty happy with that to call it a night.